my channel. In this video I'm going to explain about the class methods. In my previous video I explained about the init function and the self parameter. Now let's understand what is the method and how to use the method in the class. If anyone are coming without watching my previous video, first watch my previous video and come to this video so that you can understand more clearly how to use this init method and the self parameter, so that you can understand this video more clearly. Because while using the class methods, we have to understand this init function and the self parameter more detailedly, so that I am saying, so watch previous video and come to this video. Okay, let's start how to use this class method. Normally, what is the syntax for the class creation? Class and the class name. What is the class name? Let's take the same example like our previous videos, which is fruits, and the colon, and the here we have to mention the body of the class. And one more thing we have to use mandatory, that is object creation. Of once the class is defined, it's mandatory to create the object. So how to create the object? So this is the class name and it should be specified with some object name equals to the class name. This is the syntax for the object creation. So now here in the class body, we will be using some init function. So to use this init function, what is the syntax for this init function? We have to use def, and what is it? Init underscore in it underscore, and in the parenthesis we have to specify with self and the colon. So this is the initialization of the init function. So what the init function will be doing, when the init function is called, at that time when the object was created, for the every object creation the init method will be called. Yes or no? So for every object creation init method will be called. If how many object creations we have done, that many init methods will be performing on that particular object creation. Okay, now what the self will be doing, it will be accessing the current object. So when we are working with the particular object creation or particular object, on the particular object the self will be working. Yes or no? So in this init method or init function, what will be specifying? So in here we'll be specifying some parameters like name and the color of the particular fruit. So here what we have to use to access this name and the colors attribute in the init method. So we have to specify the self dot name equals to what is the attribute name, which is the name. So the same name we have to specify. Similarly, self dot color equals to color. To access this name and the color attributes directly, we can specify the value of that name and the color here only. When we are when we are creating the object, directly we can specify the name value and the color value itself here. So let's take the name as banana. Let's consider the name of the fruit is banana, and the color of that banana, let's take it as yellow. Now let's try to print this thing. How to print this variables? So we have to specify the object name, which is x1 dot name is one attribute, and one more attribute is color. So we have to specify the color also. So in this way we have to specify to display the name and the color of the particular fruit. So in this way we have to use to the class and the object when we are working with the variables too. So when we are working with the variables, we have to use in this way. But to access the specified methods or to access the class methods, how to use or how to access the class methods, now let's see. So to access some class methods, let's take some method over here. So let's take the method as some display. So same def, and let's take the method name as display and colon. let's try to print the some comment like somebody like hi. Let's try to print the hi in the display method. So to get the result of hi, how to specify this display method in the object creation, how to use, we cannot directly use like display this thing. So if we use directly display, will not get the error because it's not the normal method, it's the class method. Okay, we have a difference between the normal method and the class method. So it's not the normal method, it's a class method. So now see, if we use directly display, what will become? So what will be showing? So name error, which is the display is not defined because it is the class method. We have to specify this method with the object name. So which is x1. So x1 is the object name for this. So we have to specify this object name to the particular method. Yes, so now also we are getting the error. Why we are getting the error? See the error very carefully. So they are saying that zero positional arguments, but one was given. So one was given, which is hi. They're saying to print hi, but we are not specifying any particular argument over here. So we have to specify the particular argument to get the result. See, look at here. Now the hi will be coming as usual. So we have to specify the self, because to access this display method in this current object creation, to access this display, we have to use the self, which I said before only. Okay, now it's okay. Now let's try to use here print this display. What will be happening? Let's see. We are not we are not, it is not throwing any type of an error, but with yellow and high, banana yellow high, we are getting the none also. Why we are getting this thing? So because normally if we'll not use a written type in the function, so this is the function, yes or no, this is a normal function. So if we'll not use the explicitly written type when we use this print statement, when we use the print statement, and if we'll not use any written type, it will be assuming that does not have any particular written type, so that it says that it's none. As or no. So if we will be using the print, when we are working with the functions, we have to explicitly mention the written type. If we will not mention, it will be consider it as nothing is there, so that it will be showing that it's a none. So that no need to use this print, directly we can access this method, so that we can get the result as usual. Yes, this is the result. I said one more thing also, default value. To access the default value, no need to explicitly mention, directly we can specify the value of the default value. If the price of that particular fruit is 0, we can specify directly, no need to explicitly specify it again, and we can access it simply like normal attributes. Okay, see the result. Yes, we will be getting the 0 without throwing any type of an error. We can use in this way, or look at here, or we can use outside the function also. In this way directly we can use this price is equals to 0. Let's see now what will happen. See, now also we are getting the 0, means we can use, if the default value is there, we can use inside the function or outside the function directly. But remember one thing, if we use inside the function, we have to use the self, because it's not the normal function, it is the init function, so that we have to specify with the self. But if we are using outside the function, we can use directly, because it's not the init function, so we can specify directly by keeping like price equals to 0 and access the particular value. And even we can use here the f string also. You know how to use the f string. So f, and so whatever we want to write, we can specify here. So like let's take hi, I am a, if you want to display the name of the particular function, which is banana, so we cannot display the banana directly, so we can keep in this way like name, yes or no. So this is the f string syntax. So to display like I am a banana, So we can, instead of the banana, it is the attribute of name. Yes or no? The banana is the attribute of the name. So we can specify directly with the name. Now let's see what it will be coming. So it will be throwing the error because it's not the normal name, it's not the normal variable, it is the name which is inside the init function. So what we have to do, we have to specify that with the self. So which like name is not defined, so means the name is not defined, so name is normal variable, but here we are using that name in the init function, so that we have to specify this name with the self so that we can get the result without throwing the any error. So now we'll get the without throwing any type of an error, we'll be getting the result, hi, I'm a banana. Now let's try another variety also. Like let's take another parameter in this normal this method, which is name 1. And now let's say name 1, and if we use here name 1, we have to specify that name 1 over here also, no? Yes, we'll be specifying the name as, let's take the apple. Okay, now we'll get the error. Why we are getting the error? In previous example we are getting the result, but in this example when we are using here, now we are getting the error. Now what is the difference between the previous one and the now? So look at this error very clearly. The fruits object has no attributes, name 1 means, so look at here, the name and the colors are the attributes, yes or no? But name 1 which is over here is not the attribute. So self will be accessing only the attributes but not the parameters. Not normal parameters cannot be accessible for the self. So self can be accessible only for the attributes. But here we are trying to access the self with the normal parameter. So it cannot be accessible. This name 1 is not there in this attributes. So that we cannot use the self. It's a normal parameter. So we have to not use the self, we can use directly this name 1. Now let's see what will be coming. Yeah, now we are getting the apple as usually. So see the difference between accessing the methods, parameters and the attributes. So what is the difference? Okay. Okay, now let's consider the price also. Let's remove this price and let's give some value for this price also. Yes, we have to add this parameter also here so that to give the value. Now we have to specify some value. Let's take the banana price, let it be 30 rupees, yes or no? So this is the 30 rupees. Now let's try to print what will be the output. Yes, we'll get the 30 as usually without throwing the any type of an error, where we'll be getting the 30. Okay, now if you want to change the price of this banana, how to change? If you want to change, so if you want to change the banana price from 30 to 50, so how to change? See, look at here. Before changing the price of the banana, we are getting the 30 only. But after changing explicitly, we are getting the price of the banana. If we try to print the price of the banana, we are getting the 50. Yes or no? So if we want to change the particular attributes value or the thing, we can explicitly call the object name and the particular attribute and the value which we want to change in, and we can print that directly. Will be getting the updated value. In this way also we can try to modify the particular value of the attribute. Now let's try with the delete also, delete operation also. If you want to delete the entire price column, or and if you want to delete the entire price attribute, we can use the del keyword. By using this del keyword and this thing will be it will be removing the entire price attribute. See, now we are getting the error. Why we are getting error? Now before removing, we'll be getting the price of the price of this particular fruit, which is 30. But after removing the price, if we try to print, we'll get the error, because after removing the particular attribute, if we try to print the particular attribute which was deleted, it will not get the it will be throwing the error because it is not existing. After deleting, it will be removed, so it is not existing, so that it will be throwing the error. See the error what it will be showing. See, the fruits object has no attribute price. So after deleting the particular attribute, there if we try to print the deleted attribute, it will be displaying that there is a no attribute like price. Yes or no? Because we completely deleted the price. Yes or no? If we want to delete the entire object also, so look at here. If we want to remove the entire object, what it will be coming? Look at here. If we want to remove the entire this thing, we'll be removing this thing. If you want to remove entire the object creation, and if we try to print, see the error is x1 is not defined. Means we completely deleted the object only. So if we completely deleted the object, will not get any name or color or price, anything, because this name, color and price is existing in this object only. If we delete the entire object only, the things which are there in that object will be also removed the object. So in this way also we can write the delete operation. So these are the some methods in the class which we'll be using when we are working with some projects in the Python. So these are some methods. I think you understood. If you have still any doubts, mention in the comment section. I will be definitely solve your doubts. And so I'm saying repeatedly, don't miss any video of this oops concepts which are very important for the interview point of view. So watch from starting to end video. I'm starting this oops concepts where this upcoming videos will be very interesting and important also. Don't miss any concept of oops which will be helpful for your interview. I'm saying again and again. So and that's it for this video, and let's meet in next video. Thanks for watching.